Arrays. An array is a set of data or a structure of homogeneous data that are located consecutively in the main memory. It can be defined as a group or a finite, homogeneous and ordered collection of elements. Arrays can be of the following types: one-dimensional, two-dimensional, of 3 or more dimensions. Array less than T greater than array. In MatterScript, an array is a collection of data of the same data type, ordered by an index for each value, with T being able to take any type. Valid indices in a collection range from 0 to size open parenthesis, close parenthesis, -1. The attempt to access an incorrect index throws an exception. The methods that arrays have to access its information are the following: size open parenthesis, close parenthesis. This method does not need parameters, and it returns the total quantity of the elements in a collection. Get open parenthesis, integer index, close parenthesis. The get method returns the value of the index indicated in the index parameter of integer type that is provided. The collection and its size are not modified. Remove open parenthesis, integer index, close parenthesis. This method goes through the collection and removes the element at the indicated index. After removing the element, the size of the collection decreases by 1. Pop open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It removes and returns the last item in the collection. The size of it decreases by 1, and the element removed from it is returned. Selected open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It returns one or more elements selected from a collection. The elements might have been selected programmatically either by using the setSelected method or, in the case the array is bound to the UI component, select and/or list through the selection in them. If no element is selected, the list that is returned is empty. SetSelected open parenthesis, array less than integer greater than indices, close parenthesis. It marks as selected one or more elements from the collection. This method has effect programmatically and in the UI. Shift open parenthesis, close parenthesis. The shift method removes and returns the first item in the collection where it is invoked. The size of the collection decreases by 1. Reverse open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It changes the order of the elements in the list. Sort open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It compares all items in the list, and it orders them from least to greatest. The elements with null value of the list are ordered at the end of it. If the data type of the array is not comparable, the order of the collection will be maintained. Remove all open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It removes all items from the list. The list size is 0. Clone open parenthesis, close parenthesis. This method creates a new instance of an array with the same number of elements. Each of its elements are new references to faithful copies of the original array objects. Index of open parenthesis, T element, close parenthesis. It goes through the list and returns the position of the first occurrence of the parameter element. If the element is not in the list, it returns the value -1. Add open parenthesis, T element, close parenthesis. It adds the parameter element to the end of the collection. The size of the collection increases by 1. Set open parenthesis, integer index, comma, T element, close parenthesis. This method replaces the element of the collection that is found in the parameter index with the parameter element. If the index does not exist, it will throw an exception. Push open parenthesis, T element, close parenthesis. It inserts the parameter element at the end of the list. The size of the list increases by 1. Unshift open parenthesis, T element, close parenthesis. The unshift method inserts the parameter element in the first position of the collection. The size of the collection increases by 1, and the new size is returned. Concat open parenthesis, array less than T greater than collection, close parenthesis. It creates and returns a new collection that has the elements of the instance, adding to the end of the collection of the argument. If the collection argument is not of compatible type, it throws an exception. Maps. A map is an interface for a data collection associating a key for each value, being the unique key and not allowing its duplication. Each key can only have one associated value. Map less than t greater than map. In MatterScript, a map is a collection of key-value pairs where the keys are of the data type string and the values of the type of the declaration t. The keys are unique for each value. The methods that maps have to access its information are the following. 1. Size, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It returns the total number of pairs in the collection. 2. Get, open parenthesis, string key, close parenthesis. This method returns the element associated with the parameter key. The collection and its size are not modified. In case of not finding the key, an exception occurs. 3. Get, open parenthesis, string key, comma, t default value, close parenthesis. The get method returns the element associated with the key of the parameter. The collection and its size are not modified. If the key cannot be found, the default value passed as an argument is returned. 4. Remove, open parenthesis, string key, close parenthesis. It removes the element associated with the key parameter. After removing the element, the size of the collection decreases by 1. No modification is made in case of not finding the key. 5. Remove all, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It removes all the elements from the map. The size of the map is 0. 6. Clone, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. This method creates a new instance of a map with the same number of elements. Each of its elements and keys are new references to faithful copies of the elements of the original map. 7. Has key, open parenthesis, string key, close parenthesis. It returns true if it finds the element associated with the parameter key, false otherwise. 8. Keys, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. This method returns an array of strings with all the keys of the pairs it contains. 9. Values, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It returns an array with all the values of the pairs it contains. 10. Set, open parenthesis, string key, comma, t element, close parenthesis. The set method adds the parameter element to the map and associates it with the key. If the key already had an associated element, it replaces it.